Taylor Heineke. I'd rather lose to Ryan Tannehill.
So the Eagles are not undefeated anymore, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know yesterday, the Philadelphia Eagles fall to the Commanders. A score of 33-24. I don't know. I'll put the score up here, man, because I'm really sick to my stomach today. You know, I would be okay we lost if, well, not all losses are good feelings, you know what I'm saying? But I would have been okay if we were playing better on defense and our offense was clicking and the Commanders still found a way to win. But let's be real. Let's cut the bullshit. Let's start first saying shout out to the Commander fans. Shout out to their fans. Shout out to the supporters. Shout out to the team. They came in there. They punched us in the mouth. They said, we're going to do what we want to you. We don't think you can stop it. And they were right. The Philadelphia Eagles got a problem. It's a Jonathan Gannon problem. When you're not stopping teams with the running game has been a big thorn up our asses since the week 1 situation where their Lions were running on us. The Cowboys were running on us. Every team has ran on us. And yet Jonathan Gannon doesn't seem to understand that, hey, if the front four don't get to the quarterback, let's blitz. We ain't going to talk about the refs. The refs were horrible. Some of the missed calls, okay. You know, I'm listening to experts talk about when Taylor Heineke was taking a knee. Should have Brandon Graham hit him? As a defense corner, defensive end, you don't know what the quarterback is doing. That was a terrible call, in my opinion. Because to me, that's still a bad call. You know what I'm saying? I don't like making excuses for the rest, but the refs were horrible in this game. But that's not why we lost. That was just the icing on the cake. The real reason why we lost was because of Jonathan Gannon, bend the break, soft-ass defense. And he continues to do it. I was disgusted yesterday. Like I said, my neighbor was yelling at me because he didn't like me screaming at Jonathan Gannon. When this guy keeps on pisses me off, it makes me mad. I have to rage because he does the same thing over and over again. No matter times it don't work, you do the exact same stuff. When are we gonna learn, Jonathan? Does it have to take us another game to lose for you to get that? It's disgusting. It's sad. Because I'd rather lose to the Titans than lose to Taylor Heineke, who is a nobody. He's not even an elite quarterback. He didn't play like an elite quarterback. But he played enough to win the game. And Jonathan Gannon played scared. The turnovers. Quez Watkins fumbling. That's a big loss. Losing the ball. We're not running with Miles Sanders. 2 carries for him. Really? I could go on and on in this. We lost because our defense was terrible. We lost because we weren't prepared. We looked slow on both sides. Jalen Hurts played great. No, he didn't play great. He played okay. Okay? That thrown in double coverage, not a smart throw. I get taking chances, but that you should just throw it away. Okay? But I understand what Jalen Hurts saw. You know, you give your number 1 receiver a chance to make a play, and listen, he didn't make the play. But again, 15 yards, we talk about cornerbacks, again, 15 yards off the football. Jonathan Gannon has been a problem since last year, and it's continuing to be the problem. He did not think our defense was going to get beat, and they got beat today. It don't matter how much talent you have on defense. If you're not a defense coordinator that's making smart decisions with the calls you're making on the field, when you know you're not getting pressure with the front four, and you continue to do it, that's what makes me angry. It's not the fact that he didn't adjust. He didn't adjust. He kept on doing the exact same stuff over and over and over again. And it killed us. The big runs are huge. Thorn, I'm not trying to hear Jordan Davis, because listen, you're not always going to have Jordan Davis on the field. What happens when you have players go down like BG, what we saw last year go down? What are you going to do? Blame it on the... No, Jonathan Gannon has been a thorn up our asses. And he's been killing us every year since last year, even when we didn't have elite defense, like we have so much talent right now, he still is doing the exact same stuff. When we saw him get hired by the Colts, the Eagles hired him from the Colts. What did he say? He was going to take away the football. He was going to believe in blitz, and we were going to see a different pass rush. I see Jim Schwartz Jr., okay? I don't see aggressive defensive coordinator. Is it time to bring Vic Fangio in here? Because I'm starting to think that. How can you go in the game and respect Taylor Heineke? The dude is a third stringer. And now you got to face one of the best running backs in the game next week. Two of them to be exact. You got Derrick Henry and you got Jonathan Taylor next week. Jonathan Gannon got to fix his stuff. Terrible, terrible, terrible all around. The missed tackles, got to clean that up. Because you're not going to win games like that. And I'm glad the Eagles lost. Listen, I'm glad it was the Commanders. Because if we would have... Listen, we were humbled today. The undefeated is no longer here. And I think the players know that too. But it starts with Jonathan Gannon. You know, I want to hear from Jonathan Gannon today. I really want to see if he is on a press conference. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what he says, because how can you go into the game and not make adjustments? It don't make sense to me. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about, that you don't make adjustments. When you know something's not working, you still do it. That's just being defined at that point. How you listen to your players? Do your players tell you to do the exact same thing? I know your players are not sitting there saying, oh, we shouldn't blitz. You say you're a defensive coordinator, a coach, and you listen to your players, but you're playing them 15 yards of football. And we know Darius Slay is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And you don't put him near, you have him 15 yards off the goddamn ball. What is with defense corners doing that? Why are they not playing corners up to the receiver? It makes no sense. And it frustrates me. Because we should have won. We could have had that game already in the bag. There was things we could have done to prevent the Commanders from getting dumped. They're running around here like they won a Super Bowl. They jumping around. Taylor Heineke's cursing at the Eagle fans. Makes me sick. I hate that dude. The Commanders ran on us, and we had no answer. And now they run around here like they want us. You got players jumping around on the field, disrespecting us, taunting us. This is how you represent Jonathan Gannon? Really? Look, man, I'm not going to blame the refs. The refs were we're part of the issue. Do I think they needed to clear them something? Absolutely. I mean, the face mask, obvious. But we lost because of Jonathan Gannon's stupidity again and again. And it finally bit us in the ass. When you do the exact same shit over and over and over again, teams find your weakness and they attack it. And that's what loses the game. So all this, listen, you're not always going to have every player on your team. Sometimes they go down. You got to be a better defense corner, and you got to make plays that are going to fit your defense and help your defense out. He doesn't help his front four out. I mean, Robert Quinn wasn't even in this game. Did he even play in this game? Howie Roseman's giving them talent. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Nakobe Dean. Why? So he can use him wrong? Like he used all these other players wrong? It's Jonathan Gannon. It's always been Jonathan Gannon. And I'm tired of people saying he's a good defense coordinator. He sucks. He's a terrible defense coordinator. I don't like his bend and break defense. I'm old school. I believe in no respect in the quarter. You could throw millions of flags on us, man. I don't care. The Philadelphia Eagles need to change this defensive coordinator, and they need to change it fast, because you got two running backs that are going to pound the ball. Jonathan Taylor's playing. We're playing them, I think, this week. And we're playing Derrick Henry soon. So Jonathan Gannon got to figure this shit out, because after that, it's only going to get worse for you. This is a wake-up call to the Eagles. You know, they talk about we're frauds. Okay, let them talk. I'm glad we're not undefeated. I said 16-1. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's 16-1. You know what I'm saying? Or I got to pay my respect to boys for life. It is what it is. But this to me, I don't think this should have been a loss. But it is. And there's nothing you can do but look and get better and make adjustments. Jonathan Gannon needs to look himself in the mirror and say, I fucked up. He needs to apologize to every player that played. Because listen, they bailed him out. Chauncey Gardner Jr., man, pay that man. Say Jonathan Gannon's behind again. The players are saving his ass and he still does this. Whatever, man. Taylor Heineke. Gotta be fucking kidding me.